Hello, welcome to day 29 of the 30-day money course. It's so amazing. It's so amazing how far we've come. And today we're talking about mindset. Well, we'll start talking about mindset and we'll conclude tomorrow, right? So I'm Elizabeth Booker. I'm the founder of Wealth from Little, and I'm also your hostess here on this 30-day money course. And big congratulations to you for sticking to the end. I am so proud of you, and I hope you are so proud of yourself too. Okay, let's get into mindset. I'll define mindset the way that I understand it, right? And I hope that you follow along with it. So I define mindset, and this you can call it the Elizabeth Booker definition of mindset, is the bespoke rules that you use, that I use as well, to interpret the way that we think so that we can make decisions and then take action on them. I'll repeat that again. So they're the bespoke rules that you use and I use to interpret the way that we think so that we can make decisions and then take action on them. So you know that your mindset is so important because one, it's the biggest problem that we will ever have as we're building wealth, as we're building careers, we're building businesses. And it's also the exact thing that we need to get from this level to the next level up. It's exactly what we need, yet it can be our biggest problem because the way we think affects the actions we take, right? And it affects the way what we believe about ourselves and our capability. Now, remember a couple of weeks ago, I asked you to create a blessed list, right? To look at your past and look through all your achievements and write them all down. Then a couple of days later, I asked you to look at your blessed list and see if there was any skills there that you could use to monetize. You could monetize those skills to increase your income, if increasing your income was something you were looking to do. Now, so now getting to my next point. There are two main types of mindsets. One is a scarcity-based mindset, and one is an abundant-based mindset. Now, if you want to build wealth, you and I both want the abundant-based mindset. But if you looked at that list or you were creating the list and you said, oh, I have nothing to give, I have nothing to offer, I haven't done anything great, I haven't done anything good, no one wants anything I have, I can't serve anyone in any way. If you looked at it and that was the conclusion, those types of conclusions are highly rooted in scarcity. It's a scarcity type of mindset. And I call it stinking thinking, really, because it smells, right? And it stinks because it doesn't make you feel good. Neither does it make anyone else feel good, right? And it's not true. It really isn't, right? And, and so we don't want that. We want to create an abundant mindset. And how do we do that? First, we need to break up those rules. Remember, I said our mindset is a bespoke rules that we use to interpret the thoughts we think, right? So those rules that we all have, and your rules are going to be very different to mine, but those rules that we all have need to be broken up so that we can create a new person, a new set of rules, and therefore a new personality. I'll give you an example. I did that example as well, and I was thinking, what's on my blessed list? What am I good at? What am I naturally great at? And I said, okay, talking. I naturally like to talk. Yeah, I like having conversations. I love giving my opinion and sharing other people's opinion, listening to opinions and having a back and forth kind of conversation in a healthy way. I love learning from others and sharing my knowledge too. So I thought, what could I do that needed no qualifications, needed no certifications, that I could make money with by sharing my opinion? And I signed up to 12 different focus groups. And if you want them, I can tell you what they are, but 12 different focus groups that would pay me between 40, 50, 60, even £100. And for business owners, there were some that were paid a lot more, £250, for me to give them 45 minutes of my time and share my opinion. And guess what? It's online. I don't even have to go to sit in a meeting in a think tank or a focus group meeting or anything. I can do it from my bed. So really, we always have something to offer, and there is a way to create money from it, but you have to break up with those rules, right? Next thing that we have to do is start taking action, right? Okay, so you've broken up with the rules that you had before. You're creating new rules, and now you want to start taking action, but not just any action, right? You want to take the right steps in the right order, right? You want to do the right thing at the right time in the right order. I'll give you an example. If you were deep in debt and you just got out of debt, and you feel like, oh, I would love to do A, B, C, D, E, F, G, multiple things. The first thing that you need to do if you've been in debt and you're now out is to save some money. Save your life fund or your emergency fund, if that's what you call it. Save it at the side. Why? Because life happens. Life goes up and goes down and goes up and goes down, right? And so that the next time some form of emergency comes up that needs your money, you're not going to go back into debt to deal with it. You're not going to go back to your credit card to deal with it. You already have that emergency fund, that savings fund, that life fund, specifically for unexpected bills, unexpected expenses, unexpected money, and you have it there. So that's doing things in the right order. If you take all the money you have, you just come out of debt, and you take all the money you have and tie it up in something, maybe real estate, for example. If something comes up that needs immediate attention financially, and you do not have money because all your assets tied up in brick and mortar, in real estate, you might need to go back into debt to sort it out. And you might just be able to do that for a while, or it might be longer, or it might, so you want to do the right things at the right time, in the right order, right? Okay. Okay, so that's the second point. First is to break up with those rules, right? Second is to take the right action. And third is to be able, how do I put this? Enjoy the risk. I say enjoy the risk, and I'm not going to ask you to risk something really big or silly. Taking enjoyable risks to me means you've done research on what you want to do. You understand what you want to do. So therefore, you're taking a calculated risk. You're taking an enjoyable risk because you've done the research. You understand what could go wrong. It's not always about knowing what will happen at the end, exactly step by step. No one knows tomorrow, but you want to understand what could go wrong or what could go right? You want to understand the options and be open that, okay, based on this, could go wrong or go right, what am I going to do, right? So we give you an example, people who invest in the stock market, they're dealing with a lot of risk on a daily basis. But if you're a great investor, you know what would happen if the stocks crashed. And then you also know what you would do if that happened. And at the same time, you know what would happen if the stocks, catapulted in price. And you also know what you would do if that happened, right? So you're going into the stock market knowing multiple things could happen, but you also know what you would do when those things happen, if those things happen, so you're not surprised. You're not taken aback by too much excitement of, whoa, You just, your money grew 100% in 5 minutes. And so I'm going to drop all my money and borrow money to put it in there as well, right? No, I'm not asking you to do that. Just in case, I'm not asking you to do that. Okay, so the third point is enjoying the risk. And so you have to be able to take risks on your time, risk your energy, risk your resources for you to become the person that you want that you want to be. So you want to learn more about money. That's why we're all here on this 30-day money course, right? And you need to risk the time, right? So you could be thinking, oh, I need to look at today's points and think about my money and stuff. But do I really have the time to do that? Or do I want to do something else, right? It's a risk. It's like, if I do it, what would happen? If I don't do it, what else would happen? You risk energy. Sometimes we're building businesses, or we're building brands, or we're building a career, and we're putting a lot of energy into it. And we don't know if it's going to pay off. We don't know if it's going to be wasted time or if it's actually going to pay off. But we have to risk it. We have to risk that energy in building that business. You have to risk that energy in building that career, whether it pays off now or maybe many years later, right? So, and the last thing that we have to risk is you have to risk risk letting go of who you believe that you are so solidly. Because if you believe that you're somebody who, if you believe that you're somebody who can never build wealth, and then, you will keep on taking those steps that will reconfirm that belief. So you have to be able to risk letting go of that and going back to this, other step, taking the action to push you in the direction that you want to go. Okay, I'm going to end it here. But tomorrow we're going to go so much more deeper into this. I'm going to share with you 4 more tips in shifting from a scarcity mindset to an abundant mindset. So join me here tomorrow for day 30. As always, email me done when you have finished watching this video, and let me know if you're willing to break up with any scarcity-based rules, and if you're willing to start taking action so that you can build the life that you actually want to build the financial life that you want to see for yourself, build that, if it's that millionaire lifestyle that you want for yourself in the future. It depends on the action steps that we are taking now, right? Okay, I'll see you tomorrow. I'm so excited. Can't wait to see you live. Have a great day and see you on day 30.